think of advancing what you call in the book financial justice. What do you think is the roadmap for that in these very uncertain times?
Yeah. Well, I think the first thing that we need to do is to really think about what financial justice means. Are all Americans being treated the same way by financial institutions and in other ways that are a little bit maybe outside of the actual financial services system, but very much linked up with it? And those kinds of things I would liken to what happened in Ferguson, Missouri, where we saw African Americans in poor neighborhoods being unfairly targeted for things like broken taillights and minor infractions that led them to basically fund the municipal system, debt collection practices that target certain groups over others. So I think the first step, and this is something I'm starting to work on myself, is to kind of collect all of that information and lift it up to show that as we sit right now, that there is a huge amount of financial injustice in terms of certain groups and individuals being targeted in different ways and paying more. And then I think the next thing is to really kind of change the way that we're talking about this issue. Right now, as I mentioned before, we still use these categories of unbanked, banked, and underbanked, which I think also have a kind of deficiency built into them. You know, it sounds like you're unhealthy or you're uneducated or there's something wrong with you. Yeah. Exactly. If we change the conversation to be one that focuses on financial health, which is something the Center for Financial Services Innovation has really pioneered, then we get to a different conversation. We start